So I think we all agree that before I go to war with Korea, I've got to get some sort of navy. And really a dominant navy could be used way more than just this single war with Korea. If we ever have to go and attack Egypt and stop them somehow from getting a science victory, we could do that with a navy. And I think now is the time to really rush that. And we're gonna try to go settle somewhere in Hawaii. That way we have access to our own iron, but we're probably gonna have to make some trade deals to get some iron from other civs within this video. So we have one more turn for our cannons to be built in Akita and Kyoto, and that's going to help out a little bit. I mean, we'll get, eventually we'd have 3 artillery units. I don't know if I want to continue on with that sort of thing. We'll see. Let's go to the next turn, let's build them, and then figure out exactly who we could possibly get quick iron from. We're also waiting for us to get 500 gold, that way we can maybe purchase a settler. I'd rather purchase a settler, obviously, and then rush them over to Hawaii. If I purchase them, I'm not having to take that loss of food growth within my city. And then I want to get them over there as fast as possible. We're going to need to send over a worker at some point, and I actually do have a worker that... Oh, whoops, I actually accidentally moved my worker. He was finishing up a road. Well, we're going to have to maybe purchase a worker, or, you know what, maybe that worker in Manila. I've got a worker in Manila that's actually going to finish just about all those tiles over there. We might want to do it like that. New research agreements... And Catherine and Bismarck have made peace. Well, good for them. And I'm so glad that Korea has decided to continue to send trade routes to me. Oh, man. Now it looks like Shanghai is possibly under a siege here, too. It's going to be a lot harder for the Korean Navy to take just because there's only one tile that has access to a melee attack. I don't know. I mean, they've got... Those turtle ships probably are doing some major, major damage over there, so... We'll see here. Before I forget, let's get this cannon, or let's get this worker. We've got to finish the road. That road has got to be finished. Is there anything else in South America? Come on, baby. Give me some more ruins. There's one. Okay. There's one. Now, I need to go out and check my diplomacy overview and figure out who has extra iron for me. Who is going to be a bud and hook it up. It looks like there might not be much. The Ottomans have access to 1 iron. Wow, that's really weird. Not even the African civs have access to a lot of iron, and maybe it's because they're using a lot of their iron in their own military. That probably is the case. I'd love to get up some frigates, but I don't have access to iron right now. So let's continue on with the cannons. And I know I could build a caravel, but I don't know how fast I'm going to get the technology to be able to upgrade these guys. Caravels themselves are pretty bad, and I don't really need that many privateers. Although, stealing away a few... I'm going to go ahead and build 1 privateer in Akita. That sounds like a good idea. 1 privateer sounds like a good enough for now. And let's check out the global relations. Holy shit, I don't think I've ever seen this just window so cluttered before. So no defensive packs except for myself and Korea. And then, let's see, denouncing. Everyone has, oh my gosh, the entire world has almost denounced Arabia, except for, have I denounced Arabia? I have, okay. Or maybe they have denounced me, who knows? Wait a second, no, that's denouncing China. Wait, why? Okay, well, maybe China denounced me. I don't remember that. Well, whatever. Declarations of friendships. Wow, everyone is totally cool with Ethiopia, India. People are somewhat cool with me. Oh yeah, people are really cool with me. Everybody on this side of the window is, so it's kind of hard to tell. That's the only problem with info addicts when playing like a massive map like this. You can't really tell by like looking at this graph here. It's a lot harder to look at this sort of stuff. And I know I could check out attitude. Jeez, that's kind of beautiful. That is actually kind of fascinating. Global relations here, really cool. Actually, no, world factbook. Okay. Population, Egypt's number 1, Korea is number 2, and India is number 3. We are actually in the top 10, which is surprising. I wouldn't expect that. We're actually doing really, really good and compared to a lot of the other civs in this category. Out of 22 civs and starting off in such a bad location, in most of these categories, we're doing really well. Again, let's go ahead and check for the science. And where did that go? Science here. How much is Korea doing now? They're doing 401 science per turn. Wow, that is a lot of science output. And we're doing 285 ourselves. We're kind of pulling away. Siam is right on our tail, though. We might want to not do any more research agreements with Siam. That might be a bad idea. Doing something with maybe in Mongolia, helping out their own sort of science and technology discovery would be a good idea, because again, Mongolia could serve as a very, very good ally against Korea if they continue to take over Chinese cities. And I'm going to continue to go up north with this caravel. All right. Let's go ahead and do the farm. That's very, very crucial. And next turn, I think we're going to be able to buy our settler, and we're going to go over towards Hawaii. It's not that far away. We should be able to get it pretty quickly. I think. Oh, looks like we might even be able to pick up a ruin. I doubt any sort of AI has even discovered Hawaii. Too much territory over here for them to. It just kind of blows their mind. All right, and yes, of course. Let me make sure. Yeah, I can reach that iron. I might have to buy a few tiles. It seems a little bit far away. Or maybe I settle maybe, oh no, that's still 3 tiles away. I've got to be somewhat close to the marble, but I don't have to be that close. I don't know, we'll see. I want to pick up the mountain. That way at least we can get an observatory. It could make up for the late game city settler. That's never something that you kind of want to do. It's tough to, unless you're playing like an expansive game, which clearly we are not. But, you know, you typically don't want to build a city in like the late, on higher difficulties at least. You don't want to really build another city around like 250 or later, which is what we're going to do. It's probably going to be about turn 50 by the time we slap this settler down. I typically don't like to do it, but I usually like to play very tall. Alright, so we got some more culture. We should be a little bit closer to our next policy. We're 3 turns away. Crudely drawn map. We found one ruin all the way up there. See if we can find any more. And I'm still surprised we haven't found any sort of settler that have landed at all in the Americans. Nowhere have they been found. That's surprising. Alright, a lot of this shit has been going down. Who knows what's happening anymore? The diplomatic relations in this world has just gone crazy. Part of the reason why also that it's so slow, this game has been a little bit slower than normal, is I'm trying to generate like a 22 civ map, and it's not only a 22 civ map. I mean, this is a massive game. So you have to remember that, you know, these processing of turns takes an incredibly long amount of time. Oh, I forgot to buy my settler. Okay, well that's okay. So that's part of the reason why we're not going as fast, and when we go to war with Korea, it's going to be really, really slow, which I'm okay with, because we saw, I mean, if I was able to handle that European campaign with all of those boats and those massive wars, I'm sure I'll be fine, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there and remind everybody that it's taken a long time to process some turns, which is what we all knew would coming into this map, so that's why we're not able to go as fast as normal as previous playthroughs as I've had in Civ 5. Now, before I forget, let's go ahead and go over towards our capital here and purchase ourselves. Oh, I have enough to purchase something like a Great Prophet. Do I want to create? Yeah, Great Prophet's clearly much better. Here, let's go settler, and then I'm gonna have to change the Great Prophet to Akita here. Yeah, Great Prophet there. Boom. All right, good. So we'll continue to spread Shintoism. That's a good idea. And now I could build a cannon in Nagasaki for 9 turns. That's not bad, but let's go ahead and get a zoo since we're kind of falling behind in happiness, and I don't really want to go for my policy. I could possibly go down the exploration policy that gives me, here we go, naval tradition, which is extra happiness for harbors, seaports, and lighthouse. First of all, I don't even have that many buildings within my empire. But second of all, you know, we kind of need to go down rationalism right now. We just kind of have to. That's something that we need to keep in mind. Indonesia and Germany have made a public declaration of friendship. Siam and Germany and Morocco, and France and Russia. I'm surprised that those friendships have held just so many friendships. But I'm sure by the end of this game there's going to be, I don't know. I'm surprised that people are still alive, actually. When I think about it, I'm just shocked at how these people are still alive. So many civs. It's pretty crazy. There we go. There's some more ruins. Got to pick up these ruins before the Europeans get there. And I don't even know why I'm saying Europeans. I mean, I've been predicting that it's the Africans that'll get there. Morocco is my number one best bet, because they control, look at how many cities they control right off the coast of West Africa. And Spain controls one here. But, I mean, Morocco controls so many cities in West Africa. I mean, they're like only, well, how many tiles away? What is that, like 15 tiles away from, the east coast of Brazil. So I don't know. That's my guess, that they're going to settle in South America first. But let's see. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this. Spain settled first. Okay, I'm okay with that. Historically speaking, although that's interesting that they did that, because they had to have traveled probably quite a long time for that. A lot longer than anybody else. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm guessing that this is part of the reason why they did it, is this city's kind of closer and they didn't have to travel that far away. They just went straight left, and they settled right in Mexico. Historically speaking, that's not bad. 1665 AD, they're a little bit late to the game. But, yeah, Spain is going after the Aztecs, if I had the American civs on. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I've been thinking about this for a while. More than likely, at some point, I'm probably going to do something with all Native American civs. That's kind of been on my mind. Maybe the next playthrough, whenever I finish either this one or the Korean LP, we'll probably do something with all sorts of just exclusively Native Americans. Maybe in America, North America, just the Americans. I don't know. I haven't really found any good map mods of the Americas, so I've been looking around for them. I cannot find it. Okay, so uncovered that. Oh, so Korea's plotting against us. We knew that, though. We knew that. Indonesia denounced China, and Ethiopia and India have made a declaration of friendship. Yeah, still haven't found any sort of really good. Wow, this Korean city. Why haven't it? I'm wondering if it's kind of still being sieged by some sort of small straggle of Chinese military units that are still trying to get the city back. I don't know, but it doesn't look like they're going to get Shanghai. That's interesting. I thought, and I'm actually hoping that Korea takes more cities from China. That would be the best case scenario right now. That way it makes it harder for them to continue to research texts. I mean, that's important. 10 turns. Okay, we're 10 turns away. Shintoism. I don't even know where to send this guy. This great prophet has been doing a great job. Oh, we have to send him to Siam. I forgot about that. I was really stressing that in the last kind of few episodes, to really send the next great prophet to Siam. I mean, Siamese lands are just completely untouched by religion, so that's good. That's good to see. Oh my gosh. Wow. I thought was he already an archer? I'm pretty sure this guy was already an archer, so he didn't get anything from that boost. That's interesting, because it would have been so awesome to get like an artillery unit from that archer, but I guess not. What the hell? Okay, I guess I'll get 1 gold per turn. That's fine. I love that deal that I got up so early on in this series. Just all these deals of selling my open borders. It's still up, and it's still having a pretty significant impact on the game. And I'm making a lot of gold from that, because there's so many civs, and for some reason they think that they really, really need. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. They really, really think that they need open borders with me when they actually don't. Siam just settled their 2nd city. Oh, and India has as well. Holy crap. Oh, wait, I knew that, right? No, yeah, I knew that India and Siam had got here, but I didn't know that about Siam's newest city. They're going to grab, wow, that 2 cotton and that natural wonder. Well, that would have been a good spot, but they are right in the desert. They're going to have some really big issues with growth there. They practically have no opportunity to grow unless they reach out for this oasis, but even that is not going to do much for them. Oh my gosh, everyone's denouncing China. That's probably because China's doing so bad now. I imagine that Mongolia is going to hit the death blow to China. All right, so we have our next policy. Again, I think that right now the best bet would probably be maybe secularism. Getting extra science for our specialists could be a good idea. I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to have to kind of take for granted that I think we're going to be okay for naval tradition. I don't think we're going to need the happiness. I'm going to have to pass on it. How often are we doing great scientists, and are we doing it fast? We have quite a few specialists up. Actually, no, we don't. Not that many specialists. Maybe I should rush. Well, let's see here. Let me double check and see if anything has been enacted. Research costs. So we do have the research cost is down for technologies that have already been discovered. And this is actually cancel each other out. So if we get... if we go down humanism, it'll help. Yeah, then that would ultimately give us the possibility of going down free thought for extra science for trading posts and extra science for universities. So yeah, let's go humanism. I think overall it leads us to better decisions. But by then we're probably going to have our ideology, so that's kind of a thing as well. We should get our ideology pretty soon. I'm surprised that we haven't got it yet. I'm pretty surprised. Okay, so let's continue down here in Tejas. Even though there are a few ruins up here for sure that we can grab a hold of, I'm gonna go to Tejas first. All right, good. That looks like that we made the right decision there. Okay, and let's continue on with the road. We have one. No. We already got that ruin down here. I guess we'll continue down towards, I don't know, what is this, Incan lands, Chile. There's one ruin that I know I haven't got a hold of. There's 6 iron over here on like the west coast of South America, but there isn't a good spot, and I want to get up this next city as fast as possible. I'd much rather not waste any time. It's already going to take quite a few turns for that settler to get over there anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Also, I'm glad that we have the extra the extra movement for the embarked units. Everyone is denouncing China. I guess that's just the way of the world. I mean, we might even see ourselves if we dip too low, and if maybe our score or something like that dips too low, we would totally see pretty much a world denouncement. I think that could be expected, and I don't know what's going on in the siege of Shanghai here. I don't know. The health here has been so okay. There it goes. And finally, I don't know what's going on with that. So they are being definitely blockaded. I'm not sure if the AI is having trouble fitting all their turtle ships within that one tile. Harun al-Rashid. Everyone wants to go to war with Harun al-Rashid, and I don't even know how that's going. Because who knows? India controls most of India, so that's good. Good for them. And I think now it's time to go ahead and rush Dynamite. But then again, it's 13 turns. That is going to take us a while. Is there any other technologies that would be better? Not really. Not really. Yeah, let's go Dynamite in 13 turns. It's going to take us a long time, but hey, maybe we'll get a research agreement finished. Oh, we already had one finished. Okay, never mind. Morocco is publicly denounced. Yeah, so all these are just denouncements of China or Arabia. Seems like those are the big hated civs in this game. There we go. There's another ruin. Let's go get this guy. 20 more culture. I love it. And finish off the road. We only have 2 more tiles to go after that one. I'm going to send this cannon up north. And, alright. So, let's have this guy, I guess, go here. And I guess I'd like you to go through the Fog of War. Who knows what we're going to discover through the Fog of War, but let's just go straight through it. I'd like to get up a caravel now. Public schools obviously is kind of crucial for us to build. I do want to eventually see what they got going on in New Zealand. It's going to take us 15 turns for a public school, though. Damn, that's a long time. The extra production is much welcomed with a windmill in Manila because they have definitely a pretty big lack of production here. Seaport could be good down the line, but not yet. We already have all of our cargo ships and trade routes up and stuff like that. I guess I'll go public school. It's going to take us 15 turns, but it's important for us to get up. All right, and let's get that wine luxury worked and stuff like that, because we're losing happiness quite fast, which is not always a bad thing. Let's, by the way, let's check my citizen management here, because we're doing all sorts of shit that I don't even know if it's a good idea or not. So we're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of food. I like the food and I like the production. Okay, this capital seems like it's kind of doing the right thing. I'd like to get some more food in that city, but it's tough. If I stop working one food, okay, no, I can't even stop working one food tile. We automatically become stagnant at that point. That's pretty crazy. Can I get any more specialists inside the city? Yeah, I'm sure I can actually. Oh no! You really need all the food you can get a hold of as well. Okay, so I guess now's not the time for that either. Well, damn. Okay, here we go, finally. So this doesn't do much if we take this away. So we'll work some science specialists. Obviously, that's what we're going to want to do all the time. Does this stop the growth? Not much. There we go, get another specialist inside for the university. Let's not work a specialist in this city. I don't think this city can really handle it right now. If you can get up something that for extra production, that would help. Maybe it won't. Okay. Give us some more gold per turn. Well, I just don't think a great engineer is really the right thing to be working right now. Okay, let's go ahead and go for cotton because we're going to get another citizen soon. And how about, wait a second, this is the smallest city. You're going to grow in 2 turns? Oh, not bad. Okay, you've only got 3 citizens anyway, so how could the AI fuck up the use of 3 citizens? So I need to get up my gold because I'm going to get dynamite in 12 turns. I'm going to need to convert all of those cannons to artillery as soon as I can. Hopefully we'll get up, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have some source of iron by then. I seriously doubt it. That's another thing, is I'm probably gonna have to buy a bunch of tiles, which is gonna be pretty expensive to do so. But I'm gonna have to probably buy a bunch of tiles to reach out and get that access to 6 iron. Hopefully I'll have the worker there by then. That way we can just immediately rush. Oh, Mongolia wants to make a little alliance right here. Interesting. So I do really love that India controls the Indian subcontinent. That is pretty perfect. Siam is kind of reaching in over here. I mean, if they didn't have control of this city, it'd be pretty accurate. I'm completely spacing on the city that is the country that is just east of India, but I know it was part of Pakistan for a while, and then it just became its own thing. I think it was part of Pakistan for maybe a year or two, or I'm not 100%, but it was that whole separation of India. There we go, population. That's what I'm talking about. Population. I have a feeling it's going to my smallest city. It is. Damn it. Well, I guess still, it's population. I can't complain too much about it. It still helps out a lot. And it definitely shaves off a few turns. Anyways, guys, looks like I'm going to have to stop right there. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to want to build next. Rifleman might be the right thing. Maybe another privateer. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.